Hi there, Richard Matharoo here. Are you a network marketer that is either brand new and wants to launch your business the right way, or maybe been in the game for a little while and you're like, man, it's time to get on track, refresh, brand new launch, maybe even a brand new company? Well, I'm going to teach you how you can launch or relaunch your network marketing company the right way to create tangible results. I'm going to teach you that all today in this video, so stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. So launches are very, very powerful. Think about like product sales, company sales, right? Whenever there's a new iPhone or Samsung, right, there's always a launch. They don't just kind of drift into it. Same with network marketing companies, same with virtually any product, event, service, concert. The launches are there for a reason. They create urgency and excitement, so it's definitely something I recommend that you do. So here's 4 steps that you can use to have a successful launch or relaunch. It really doesn't matter which one. Number 1, you want to set targets around your activity levels. You don't want to rely on other people for your goals. It's really demoralizing and it knocks you off track, right? Day 1, if 20 people who you want to say yes say no to, you're like, oh man, I've got to rethink, rejig, and then you fall off track. If you can set targets based around activity in your network marketing business, then you're in total control of them. And it's the activity that leads to the result, isn't it? I mean, imagine you wanted to get in better shape. You would probably set a target and say, I want to lose X amount of weight, but you would reach that target by saying, well, I'm going to work out this many days per week for this long. I'm going to consume these foods and not these others. The activity of that diet and exercise plan is what will get you that ultimate result. Now, the problem with having that end game fixed on, which most people do in network marketing, is it involves other people. You can't guarantee, can you, that someone's going to say yes to joining you or yes to looking at a presentation. So what I advise you to do for your launch or relaunch is say, okay, let me put a period of time together. Maybe it's a week, maybe it's a 2-week launch, and say every single day, I'm going to prospect this many people. I'm going to call this many people or create this level of content. That you can completely control, puts you and empowers you and allows you to do the right habits to create the results that you desire. Number 2, I advise you to inform your existing network. Now, I don't teach to go there and try and sponsor people and expect to do that from the people that you know, right? I just don't see that as being professional. But if you were going to open, say, a shoe shop, wouldn't you want to tell the people that you knew that you were opening this new business so that if they ended up being in the market for shoes or knew other people that were, they had you as an option? You wouldn't go in there and do what network marketers do, which is, you got to come see something, and then they turn up and you lock them in a shoe cupboard and go, buy my shoes, right? Which is how MLM is usually built. But you would say, hey, it's Richard. Don't know if you know, I'm opening up a new shoe shop. If you're ever in the market or you know someone that is, I appreciate you sending them my way. Have a fantastic day. And that would do, right? So I advise you to let the people know in your existing network what you're doing. Last thing you want to do is be sat at an event in the future and see your next door neighbor or your auntie or your uncle or your brother or your sister on stage hitting one of the top ranks and they're not even in your team because you never told them. So just let people know without expectancy, and now you can tick that off your list. And who knows, maybe you'll get some referrals or even some signups when you take the pressure off and approach them in a more attractive way. Number 3, you want to be educating and learning all throughout this process. Whether you decide I want to do a launch in 7 days, 20 days, 30 days, 60 days, I'd advise 30 as a good chunk of time. From day 1, you want to be educating yourself on 2 areas, and that is how you can generate qualified leads, as in generate genuine interest from scratch on your MLM, and then how you can convert that to actual sales and signups. What you don't want to do in your launch is what most people and other companies teach, which is rely on the warm market, have this list and expect that to be enough to build the business that you want. Because what happens at that point when it's not enough, which 99% of the time it isn't, right? We get through our list with disappointment and we go, well, nobody joined, or I got a handful of sympathy sales, but that's hardly going to get you the consistent leveraged income you need to change your life. And then people panic, they make silly decisions, or they go, you know what, how am I going to solve this? And it becomes very uncomfortable. If you were to take my advice, which I hope you do today, and begin educating yourself on generating leads and conversions, then you'll never be in a position like that, because by the time that you've gone through your list, you're going to be like, well, okay, nothing to panic about. I've informed those people, but hey, I know how to generate interest from scratch and convert it to actual sales and signups. It's a skill that you must have, even if a great warm market, but definitely if you don't. There's one more method I could teach you, but I don't really have time for that right now. It's the team method, which is how you can have a kind of a team of people that incorporate in that, like a pre-launch period. I actually discussed this in something called the Home Business Accelerator, and actually creating interest and converting interest. I can teach you all about that in detail on a free web class at richardmatharoo.com/YouTube. You'll see that across the bottom. If you go there, click that link, you'll open up a page where you'll be able to enter your information, pick a time and date most suitable to you, show up for that webinar. It's completely free. I'll even give you a free success strategy workbook so you can implement what you learn on that web class in your individual network marketing company. So I hope you've gained some value from this quick video today. It's definitely a whole lot more at that web class for free. Whatever you do, go create a day in a life that counts. Always have more desires and excuses, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.